We act like this a studio, this really just a trap.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Marcus Boston.
And I am Cecil W. Adams.
And together we are the Soulardians. And this is episode motherfucking 9. We're on the way to a phenomenal 10. You don't know what that 10 is going to be.
It's going to be something special.
It's going to be something special coming.
Yeah, man. I feel like we haven't been sitting in these seats together in a while, man.
A little bit. Been some time.
But I mean, these is all the new opportunities that are coming up, man. We're just running all over the place.
Oh, my God.
See, this is why I'm glad we had some shows in the can that we could put out.
Yeah.
Listen, that jargon, that industry jargon. We're just, we both, both of our solo projects, and then just putting out what we got and keep adding to it.
Yeah.
Scheduling people in, and now people are hitting us up instead of having to ask somebody else. People are hitting us up.
Yeah, man, I be feeling bad. Like, oh shit. I wasn't asked on. I said, well, he just need a personal invite. Like, I'm going to get to you. The list is long. I want everybody on. That shit takes time. I like sleep.
Right.
I do like a little rest.
Right.
I do less bullshit, but less rest. Oh, we got to talk about when I went to Qtopia, the Wakanda last week. This week. Damn, what did we... Yeah, I don't know, man. What day? Whatever day it was. Yeah,
that's when you went after the interview, right? So that was Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah. God damn. I feel like it was like weeks ago. I feel like months ago.
But that's what happens. Like, and think about it like this: we are like in such an infancy of this that, like, imagine somebody, let's say, like Joe Rogan. Like, we think we're busy now, like with people hitting us up and all the shit going on in our life. Imagine that dude.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why he has managers and shit. But still,
fuck yeah.
Like, and he's just big on that scene.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine somebody like Diddy. Remember when they did that on MTV? They followed Diddy. This was back when I was in college. There were still flip phones. Yeah. And he was trying to work out with his trainer, and his phone just never stopped ringing. And he had like 3 secretaries.
Yeah.
3 people handling shit. Like, I know. Like, I think I'm busy, but like we were talking about in the pre-show. More industry jargon. Love it. We talked about getting more organized with it, and that's it's part of growing. So I'm excited for where we're going. I mean, we're just 3 months into this.
Yeah, people like you famous now. Like, y'all famous now. We ain't done shit. we ain't done shit. I'm still trying.
There's opportunities coming up that'll help, and I'm appreciative of all of them, and I praise everyone that comes at us with it like that. Love it, man. I love doing that shit. Like when we met with, can we say his name?
Lamar.
When we met with Lamar, that was really cool. Yeah. I mean, I didn't know exactly what we were going into, and I figured out afterwards I was a little bit off base what we were talking about, but I get it now. Yeah, because I was thinking more of a co-op type thing, but he's wanting us to help him get his out, which is cool. Yeah, we can do that for anybody.
Yeah, but that much space. Yeah, clearly we gonna once we get that figured out how he wants to proceed. I want to jump in that space and use it whenever. I definitely want our home to be our main home, but if we ever want to get into something different, I love having options. And the more successful he becomes, we become. So, right. I mean, it just works with itself.
I mean, his connections are bigger than ours, but there again, like, I think in the general, city area, like, we're doing all right. Yeah, and we'll get there.
Oh yeah,
and everything that we. That we're working on is going to come to fruition one way or another. It just takes time. Like, when we were talking with him about, products or whatever, we'll get there. But who's going to give us a bunch of free stuff when we're not even, we're not 10 episodes in yet? Yeah. I mean, we're getting attention.
Right.
We're getting attention.
Yeah.
But, we'll, like I said, we'll get there in time.
Yep.
Can't rush it. No. I don't want to lock us into something that we're going to be having to deal with later on that wasn't a good deal, but we thought it was a good deal at the time.
Right.
So, we can do some stuff on our own and just start raising funds and actually, have some kind of something flowing in. Like money's a byproduct of success and hard work.
Right.
So we just got to keep on our path. Like we were talking about,
I don't know. The day we was talking about it,
yeah. Like we're doing the right thing and we're doing our thing, and I'm really
true to form.
Yeah,
stayed true to form.
It's making a noise. When you shake.
Oh, sorry.
When you, I was wondering what that noise was. Like.
Shaking. I'm full of random noises. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Guys. Get my shaky boots on.
And I always do the same thing. My dad used to get so mad at me. Like, I'd put one leg over the other when I was sitting and just shake my foot. And he'd like, just, stop shaking your goddamn foot.
You got that foot off, Toby.
Right.
Got that motherfucker clean off.
Right. So let's get into it, man. You want to start it out and tell a little bit about your interviews, and then you're going to Wakanda?
So I had two interviews last week, or the week that was, or whatever that was. One was with a recruiter for a job that I wanted to get out of my resume position. And I killed it. We had a good conversation. She really interjected about it, you know what I'm saying? And when I checked in with her after the interview the next day, the position was filled, but she said she'd keep me in the system and, get a phone call coming back. But it was good energy for her. More importantly, like, I made her day better. And like, she seemed to really genuinely enjoy the half hour, 45 minutes we had just talking about the job and each other.
Did you flip it into you interviewing her?
No, I wanted to. If she'd have been a little bit, like, if she'd been 25 pounds more heavier, it might would have turned into some other shit. Because my drip was really nice.
Right.
My interview drip was sharp. I was sharp.
Do you think doing this and starting this has helped you in that when you're doing the interview? Like, just
because I'm not thirsty. I'm not
Right.
desperate. You know what I'm saying? I come in knowing like it's gonna be what it's gonna be, and when it's over, it's gonna be great content for later to talk about.
Right.
And life goes on. Like, I'm not like, it's not like my single focus for that day was not like, oh, I gotta go in and kill this job. I'm going, be me, and let me be enough. I am enough.
Right.
And what goes from there is gonna go from there. Because I know once I'm done, I got other shit to do. I got phone calls to make, emails to send out, texts to reply back to.
You have stuff that you want that you're passionate about.
Right. So this is just to keep the dogs off my back. They want their money,
right?
Until I can get all their money on time,
right?
All right, yeah, whatever.
You'll get there.
I always had a bed to sleep on somebody's house. Hey, I borrow your couch? Oh yeah, that's like a bedroom. So I get on my feet, get on my feet and have that good old SoundCloud rapper story. Yeah, man, when D's on. God damn it, man, when Boston's on my couch sleeping.
Yeah, when they're doing that E True Hollywood story.
Right.
I'm already. I'm not even on that. I'm already telling people like, oh yeah, man, like, you want to start a podcast? Here's how I started mine. I bought a $125 laptop and from the fucking rummage sale. Like, I guess it's just practice for when I got to tell it for real.
Right. I mean, I ain't had a dime, but you don't know that. Doing this Gucci bag I got, killing this. I really like this bag, don't you?
Gucci bag, yeah.
Oh, this is my interview bag. To let y'all know, yeah. I want a job. I don't need no job. I'm out here trapping, podcast trapping. Believe it or not. But the interview was cool though. Sucks I didn't get that job was filled, but life goes on. Then I had a second one down, more in line with my resume and being a public safety and blah blah blah. But it pays.
Back when you were Ranger Marcus.
Yeah, Ranger Marcus. Yeah, back in those days. So we'll see what happens. I think just based on knowing how these people think and work and they want blah, blah, blah. And like, they had some good questions that I wasn't quite thinking of. Like, your weaknesses and your strengths, which I thought about that. And that was a pretty good solid answer. And, like, what situation you handled that you maybe wasn't prepared for. I was like, I go in, try to do my best, and I own it where I fucked up at, and that's all I can really do. Like, how do you handle stress? I'm like, first off, I prepare for it and don't believe in stress. I believe that it's going to be what it is. I'm not going to hold on to what happens. And when it's over, we can review where I made my mistakes or where I did good job at, and I'll try to do better next time. What is stress? Stress is a choice. You don't have to embrace it. You don't have to make it, you sort of handle it. When you embrace it or prepare for it and know it happens, you're not surprised when it happens.
Like, and put yourself in situations where you're scared or you're, if you do that on a microcosm, say, like, little things that scare you and you just keep doing it. And that means that the bigger shit later on isn't going to be as scary. Yeah. Or as stressful, as people say.
Right.
And
did you die?
But did you die?
Right. Like, all right. So,
yeah.
This shit not real.
No.
Only thing real is me and you in this moment. Rest of the shit, yeah. It is what it's going to be.
And it's don't get me wrong. Like, I haven't always had that mindset. I used to stress about all kinds of shit that there's a reason that my hair's not gray. There's a reason my beard's not gray. I still can't figure out the reason why my beard is red sometimes. Sometimes it's brown.
Right.
But I know why my my hair's not gray and I'm healthy, and it's because I'm not stressing about little shit.
I can't control it. Like I will work on what I can control. Even when I do fuck that up, I'm gonna own it, and then I'm gonna get over it. And what I can't control is gonna be what it is.
I think it's just learning
and choosing to learn. I was hitting with the hit one of my I got like 4 or 5 quotes I throw in every time.
Right.
That kills. It's like a comedian. I think these jokes will kill. Oh, yeah. Hit it with the change is inevitable. The choice, but progress is an option. They're like, "Ooh, that's good."
Let me write that down.
Then I hit him with the people come in your life for 3 reasons: the seasons. What was that? Reason, season, and lifetime. The person that understands what the person in your life is for has a better chance of having a great day. That's 2. The other one is I don't know. Let me get back to the other 2. But usually I hit them with those 2. Those are some good punches right there.
Right.
Pop, pop.
Especially somebody that's not exposed to it as much as we are.
Yeah.
Because both of us have the same mentality where we, the stuff we choose to listen to, the stuff we choose to read, the stuff we choose to watch, is always about making ourselves better.
Right.
A lot of people, I don't. There's some shows that like, yeah, man, I like watching it, whatever. But like, I'm not listening to music when I'm working out. I'm listening to a podcast that I'm interested in,
right.
And it's making me better. I know what I need to do more of is I need to read more. The audiobooks are great, but I need to physically read more because it would be interesting to see a more intelligent. I'm interested for myself to have a more intelligent me.
Well, when this is being a reader, or at least a growing reader. Everything that the focus you gain from sitting there and getting your mind to focus on those words comes back out in your speech. You do actually become more well read, not even thinking about it, because the process of reading and retaining information, it sticks better than what you will. Because easily get distracted through an audio or anything. Because you be listening while you really listening, or you thinking while you listening. When you're reading, you have to read that shit and touching the book and holding it and then highlighting and shit. It really makes you. It helps your thinking process.
Yeah, and I've noticed it a lot with when I'm in conversations with people, and like if they're stressed or if they're like in a bad place, some of the stuff I say, I'm like, "Fuck, what?" Like it's that gamma wave, gamma wave state with your mind. Like the stuff I'm saying is just like, holy shit.
And I love when you read. What you read comes back. You never know where it's gonna come back at, but it comes back because you read it. And I remember I read it in the book, and it said la da da. Like, okay, dope. Like, I love hitting people with something I read.
And the look in their face whenever you say some words that just kind of blow their mind. They're like, holy shit,
Yeah.
And then sometimes it has a weird effect on people, but whatever.
Yeah.
Like we're not weird. We're just we're just trying to expand our minds, and we're not stuck in that rut that a lot of our friends are stuck in. And I keep every day. We were both just trying to get people out of that rut they're in, and that's the whole purpose of why we started this. Build a tribe that we're, it's all love given to each other, and it's not hate. We're not doing anything in a negative way towards anyone. Just like the other day when I was the Facebook post where the guy was talking about the county thing. Like I could have went at him and been like, fuck you and
eat
like,
a dick.
Yeah. Like, oh, we don't want the county, or we don't want the city problems out here. And I'm thinking in my head, like, motherfucker, think this.
What the fuck does that mean? What does city problems mean, sir? Do you know what?
He's talking about the violence. Yeah, I get it.
Who else says some shit like that? Oh, okay, never mind. Go ahead.
My thing is, like, you erase that border, there's going to be a lot more things there. Tourism's going to go up. Things, the city's going to be more alive. Because you can't say the bullshit that they're saying about our city now whenever you erase that line. Because we're not in top for anything for violence if you include the county.
Yeah.
And for them to have the thought process that the city violence is going to leak into the county, that's the dumbest argument I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, just all these people are just go, oh, the county border's gone. No, I'm going to go to the county and create violence. Like, what the fuck? No. People are going to do the same shit they were doing. All that's going to change is we're going to be more of everyone's going to be a St. Louis. We're going to build the tribe is going to be bigger. We're going to hopefully If things are done right and someone steps up as a leader and leads the city as a whole to doing more prosperous things, which we are getting there. There's such a people, and I'm definitely not in the know, but I pay attention to a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of shit that's happening on the low that people don't necessarily know about. That's happening in the city. That's really good, really good. Look at all these new buildings going up.
Yeah,
all these look at the Cortex.
Yep,
over in the Grove. Like that shit is fundamentally going to make us better. It's already starting a ruckus, and people don't even know about it.
Nope.
Look at what Lamar was talking about.
Yep.
Like the 25, what was it?
Acting companies?
Acting companies in St. Louis.
Yeah.
25. I had no idea.
Yeah. I blew my mind.
I was just like, holy shit. And he's like, yeah, man. It's like, I don't want to compare it to Atlanta because that's a whole nother beast. But we ain't that far from Atlanta. I'm saying distance-wise to where, like, we're a pipeline maybe for Atlanta.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking to somebody somewhere about something like... I'm talking to somebody about something somewhere. You don't say.
It came up in conversation.
I forgot what I was saying now. Damn. I was talking to somebody somewhere about something. Oh, I was talking to Jason and Stephanie. I was saying, like, people that I know that was able to have success in St. Louis on whatever level they were working on and move to another place were even more successful there, because if you can do anything good in this environment, which is very toxic, very divisive, not very, but like it has elements of where people don't believe in doing things besides going to work and going home.
Right.
And you want to be something bigger than that. You can strive for those doubters and haters and like say, I want to leave for a big opportunity. You're going to kill it with a level of confidence because you able to keep your confidence under all that kind of like, I'm bored, so I'm going to hate on you energy. And you go somewhere where they just want you to be the best you. Like, oh, I've been battle tested in the ultimate battlegrounds in St. Louis that where I can go to Atlanta or Chicago and kill it because they don't give a fuck about you and they just want you to see what you're worth. Like, oh, yeah, ain't on no bullshit. Y'all just here to judge me on what I can do or what my character is. Like worrying about like stuff that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like you kill it. Like everyone I know that leaves St. Louis and then like I'm not coming back because they're not there yet. Their thought process is not open-minded.
Right. And you can find the same pockets of people that are like the people in St. Louis and other places.
Yeah.
But when you go to another place because of what you've done in another town, so what you've done in St. Louis to get yourself to a point where you could go to Atlanta,
you maxed out. You maxed out here.
Right. But my point is, when you go to those other cities, you're getting around other like-minded people.
Yes.
Here, you just have to find that like-mindedness.
Yeah.
Now, there are some people that we have the same mindset with that we haven't connected with yet here in St. Louis.
Right.
But the thing that I've found with people that are as like-minded as we are, the few I've met, they don't have the same type of work ethic because they're way younger. And so they haven't experienced the things we have. We know what we went through for the past 39 years. And to think that I'm like on this path of, I guess you call it art. I don't know what you call it. But then getting around some of these people that haven't had to work as hard, I'm still having to get over that through my ego. Because for me, I'm like, listen, you little shit. You know how fucking much shit I had to do to get here? To get this? Like, I had nobody else around me thinking that way.
Yeah.
I just had to start doing shit, and I have no I'm a fucking idiot. And I'm,
we know what your mom said about you.
Right.
Yeah,
every time.
Every time. I know. Damn it.
I don't care. If it was somebody else, I'd be like, fuck you, man. How do you feel making fun of a handicap, huh? But, I mean, look at the paths we've been on. Like, nowadays and I hate using that nowadays thing, and, these kids don't work as hard, blah, 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 blah. My thing is, struggle makes you better.
Yeah.
And I know I never want to go back to that struggle. And I'm going to keep doing everything I can every day to make sure I don't go back to that. Yeah. It's people I saw something where I think it was Gary Vee was talking about, somebody was kind of like talking shit about branding or whatever. And basically like not misogynistic. You talk about yourself all the time.
Narcissistic.
And he's like, no. He's like, branding is building your cred. It's showing your credibility as a person, and that reflects into your brand. And I was like, fuck, that's dope. Yeah, my brand that was 10 years ago is not what my brand is now. My brand now, I've learned how to be better. I've learned that I don't have to get pissed off when somebody says something negative about me. I don't have to prove to them that I'm not that way. I just let my brand, which is my name, show for itself. And eventually they get it or they don't. Honestly, I don't give a fuck either way.
No.
I'm going to keep doing, we're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep on doing what we're doing because we enjoy it.
Yep.
And then also, I think fundamentally we're helping people.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people, I guess to be a little bit narcissistic, how many people have started making changes just from what I did in 2018 with my body? Finally deciding to get my shit together.
Yeah.
Even now with you, like people are asking you about intermittent fasting and that stuff, and you're able to talk to them about it. And they're like, and what's funny is in the back of my mind, I'm like, what's going through their head is that if this asshole can fucking do it, I can do it, which is fine. I'm cool if that's what if that's
how you interpret it. That's how you see it. Cool. That's fine.
Yeah, as long as
whatever gets you there, bro.
Whatever's getting you more healthy.
Yeah.
Speaking of health, had to go see the devil lady after I started the rock climbing thing. I had a little pain in my arm and noticed a knot like in my tricep, and went and saw her, and I was like, there's no way I tore. There's no way I tore this tricep. It's fine. Yeah. And then I went, I took 4 days off from climbing and went back and climbed, and shit started aching again. I'm like, oh man, I tore something. Fuck. And I went to her, and she's like, yeah, obviously you've tore something. She's like, I don't know if it's exactly the tricep. And then she did some things. She's like, yeah, you tore, minor tear in the muscle, which was good. Because if it's a ligament, you got to get that shit repaired. That's surgery. But in the muscle, it'll repair itself.
Give it some time.
Yeah. But here's mindset now.
Yes.
Mindset now is I get to focus on my weaker parts, which are my leg strength, my running, my core. I can focus on that. My shoulders and triceps and biceps, they'll be fine. I can get at a month, and then I'll have 4 weeks left after I take this 3 weeks off. I have 4 weeks left to get them built up before the end of this 8-week contest.
Yeah.
So I'll be fine. And then, just doing this fucking cardio. I actually dig it, which is fucking weird. But it's fun. And I'm not getting down about it. Like, why would I get down about something like an accident?
Right.
The shit, I didn't, And people, here's the biggest thing. Once she diagnosed that I tore it, I was like, fuck. Now people are going to be able to say, I told you, I knew. Look at Cecil. He started climbing rocks, and now he's hurt. Blah, blah, blah. He's too old. He shouldn't be doing this shit. He's too old. Like, look out of here, man. This shit happens. Like, maybe I rushed.
This is an opportunity.
Yeah.
It's not a setback.
Yeah. Maybe I rushed into climbing too quick, and I did it too fast. Maybe. But
you did it.
I did it. And I'm going to go back to it as soon as it's over. I'm going to go back and do it again.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not to prove anything to anyone but myself.
Right.
Like, I want to be able to control my own body weight better. And so, in these 3 weeks or 4 weeks that I take, I'll be able to get my weight even more down. And I'm going to be stronger with my legs, so that means I'll be able to climb better. Cool. Win-win.
Yep.
And if people's mindsets would change to that instead of getting upset and like, fuck, man, just everything's against me, blah, 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 blah. No, dude.
No one gives a fuck about you. First off,
I know.
They're coming for me. Who are they? And they don't give a fuck about you, bro.
Right. And then, you look at, it makes me really sad whenever people just let stupid shit get in the way of what they're going to do. You try one time, you fail, you're fucking done. Come on, man.
You didn't really want to be there. I'm sorry, I love y'all. I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell. That fucking food got me night, but I'm up.
You have a cold brew coffee over there.
I know. I don't know what the fuck.
So, yeah. So,
Nipples and bitches.
Oh my god. So yeah, that was a little setback I had, but it's everything's gonna be cool. I got another meeting on Monday, looking at a local watering hole to maybe purchase. Kind of excited about that. Kind of leave it on low. That's about all I can say about it. It's cool.
I'm sick of fucking cold weather, bro.
Done with it?
I want to wrap my windows down. I think that's probably the biggest thing.
You can probably do it now.
It's cold.
But you've been taking those cold showers, so your body.
Yeah, but it's smacking me in the face as I'm driving 60 down the highway. It's cool for a while, but that smack in the face. I'm like, okay, walk around. Can't drive around with a ski mask on. It looks very suspicious.
I mean, yeah. So what? Let's cut back to the cold shower for a second. Okay. You're enjoying it now, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I look forward to it. I look forward to the end of my shower to turn it to the cold and feel that cold come. And then it comes, over my shoulders, and I have to turn around, get my back, and you sort of give me some more, another 30. So you get out, you're like, you're just like, that's better than fucking coffee, a cold shower.
Yeah, it's 5 times, 5 times the feeling, or it's like, no, sorry, I said that fucking wrong. Butcher, like I do everything. It's the effect of drinking 5 cups of coffee.
It is,
and the thermogenic. Like I talked about in podcast number 8 with Dave, the thermogenic effects. Like I haven't gotten sick this winter from doing.
Yeah.
Because your body's used to the cold.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, I mean, there's a lot of other shit that factors into getting sick, but it's like when you start taking care of yourself, with your fasting and the foods you're putting in your body, and then the cold showers and the we'll call it meditation, but the breathing thing, and that shit adds up. It's all the little things that you do that you really discipline, and you keep doing that stuff. Your body reacts, and you become more healthy, and you're not going to get as sick if you're more healthy.
Yeah.
If you're drinking all the time, which I'm not bagging on anybody for drinking all the time. I've done that since I've been 21. I really didn't drink before 21.
I didn't start drinking until 19. I started with Smirnoff. What's some shit's called Smirnoff Ice? I said, I'm a man. And I started drinking Bacardi by the 5th. But once again, I didn't have a car. I was stunned coming in with the Hypnotic and the Hennessy. Like I was the slut whisperer, just pouring on chicks' mouths. Then I had to go home at 1:30, so I didn't really. I was getting other bitches. I was getting women drunk with somebody else's to enjoy. That didn't sound good either, did it?
All right. So anyway, back at it. I really didn't do drugs until I was in my 30s.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, I smoked weed a couple times in my 20s. I don't know. I couldn't afford it. Any drugs.
I didn't know nobody that was. My friends were boring. I'm the drug user out of my clique, for the most part. Well, not now, because I know somebody else that does drugs more than I do. Allegedly. And
but yeah, I see what you're saying. So because of the fact that in my 20s, I was broke as fuck all the time. I was letting everything stress me out. I was miserable, and I just didn't have any money, even though I was working all the time. I just never had any money because I was falling for that dangling the carrot in front of you. So you work all these hours and then just stress you the fuck out because you're working something you hate. You're in traffic all the time. You're going to work in the morning and you're going home when everybody else is, and you're just getting stressed for no fucking reason. Yeah. And when that stopped and I got back into the bar industry, all that bullshit, I wasn't stressed anymore.
Yeah, I don't want that life. That life is horrible. To just live. I asked, I go on these phases of dating, not dating, caring, not caring, and people what do you do? Shit. But what's your passion? What's your creative outlet? What's your passion? That tells me more about you than where your check comes from.
Right.
And they'd be like, well, we don't get one because you. No.
And there's some people that are totally okay with
and that's fine.
Doing that. Right. That's cool, man. If you enjoy your family life or just going to work and doing your job and going home and then watching Netflix, cool. Do that. That's what you enjoy. At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure you don't enjoy that, but
yeah.
I I refuse that life.
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
And what? Anything else? No.
But whatever the people, we could go down and talk about that for hours. And I
just want you to be happy,
right? But we are doing what we said we were going to do, and we just keep doing these podcasts and hopefully reaching out to people.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll start getting a little bit more involved with our page and maybe putting out some more content. Like maybe doing a meetup. I think that'd be fun. Doing like a Sulardian meetup.
It would be fun.
Let's set some up for the spring.
Yeah, we this spring is something gonna be fucking dope.
Yeah,
we're gonna kill it this spring or something.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just keep doing what we're doing, and it'll just the opportunities will come.
Yeah.
That meeting with Lamar was really great. Like, he didn't talk about the galas and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, it took me a minute to figure out what the gala was.
Mm-hmm.
But after I understood what the gala was, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's cool.
He's super dope.
Yeah, definitely. And like that studio was
he's just so talented. Like even that was like circumstance. Like I just met him through a friend.
Yeah, tell that story for a second.
So I met him through a friend I used to work with at the zoo, and I helped him out with an event he was throwing, just doing like a simple coordinating job. And I was telling her like, this is my thing, and I produce and host podcasts. And she was like, well, I'm gonna hit up Lamar and let him know blah 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 what you do, and maybe I can figure out some way to help each other, or he mostly was like giving me some ideas how to expand, or just something I didn't think about. Because like say, you don't know what you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And you never can fail by meeting somebody that has ideas or experience you just don't have. I don't like when he said like the whiskey. We talked about it, but like it just like hearing it second time, in a different angle. Like, oh, that's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, and we're the same. We're the same way. We talked about it. We just said the different words, but it meant the same thing.
Yeah,
and that's what I said in the meeting. Was like yes, that is the total plan.
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta get there.
Yeah,
like I think about
no rush.
Yeah, if you and I had a liquor company and some guys came to us and you got this podcast, cool, and then those guys were asking us for product to put on their shows. They got 9 episodes into. Yeah. I'll be like, come back when you got more. When I can see that there is a consistency. Yeah, more than 9 episodes. Right. Like like a case of liquor isn't going to cost anything, but do I want I guess a bigger sample size is what we're going to have to offer. Yeah. And absolutely. I think then it'll be okay. Yeah, we'll get all that stuff's going to come. Oh yeah, that's the easy part. Yeah, all the free shit's easy because people want to, if you're gathering attention, people want to be a part of that attention. It's just getting there, and we just got to get there, and it's coming through content. Yeah. And dude, that studio, it's fucking dope. Man, there's so many different options all within the same building. It was almost like overwhelming. Yeah. I was just like, because that was my first time ever being. I've only met him. That's my 3rd time really meeting him. Okay. Probably my 2nd time meeting him, just like me and him talking. So we met that day of the interview. Mm-hmm. Then we met up at Breadco and talked, and we just spoke with him with the vision of our shows and the goal going forward and what he wants to do, and where I fit into that vision and where I can learn from him and vice versa, and yada yada yada. And then I was like, well, let me keep this day going. Let me hit interview and see. I was like, let me make sure you gotta be consistent with people. So make sure I keep in contact and say, let me drop out a studio and see what you got going. Maybe get inspired. Does he? I guess he leases that studio or rents it or whatever. Yeah, it's a shared space though, right? I guess I guess that bigger room is a shared one, but he has those 2. He said to his right was his. Okay. And then the engineering room, I guess, is also his too. Right. And then the rest of the building. Yeah, because he was saying that's why his spot's so important, or like the best spot. Yeah, because he got the engineering room. That setup was hard. Like you can tell that's his room because it was set up. He had all those little figurines and like comic book stuff. I was like, yeah, he's every black superhero. Yeah, and I was like, I know that was a black superhero. He must have bought it in black form. I was like, I don't think that was. But fuck it, did. Wait, hold on. Which one were you talking about? Oh, some I didn't know. Maybe it was some I didn't know. I think they all were the black superheroes. Yeah, because everyone I seen was like, oh yeah, some I didn't know. I was like, I've never seen them before. He had a mix of DC and Marvel. I was like, okay, both in there. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, and he had his Captain America journal. I was pretty jealous of. You wanted to swipe it, didn't you? No. Because I wouldn't take his thoughts and all this stuff from him. I'm just like, you just wanted your own. I want my own. Yeah, I want my own. Like right now, if I had a Captain America shield, it would be right there where the flag is. And every time I'd be like, slap the shield.
So like football Jesus. Slap the wall.
Yeah.
You gotta pee.
I gotta pee.
Okay. Well,
do you want to pause it and then, or do you want to? Are you gonna ramble?
I'll ramble about my trip to Wakanda.
There you go.
And in time for you to come back, and I'll tell the story again so you can hear it.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So
editing is a great thing.
It is. So as I interview, I had to meet with Lamar, and I was going to a friend of mine's. Yeah. I went to a friend of mine's birthday party. She was turning 42, and it was up in North County, and it was amazing. Like, black people are the best. If you don't have one or two in your life, and you don't get a chance to sort of experience just the joy from being a black-owned establishment, watching black people on a Thursday, Wednesday night, just live their best lives in the music. It was just great to hear good old soulful R&B and a live band, and the fried chicken that I really wanted to eat but wasn't allowed to because it was after 8 o'clock. And I was offered some delicious chicken and onion rings and French fries, but I was not allowed to eat it because I'm trying to stay true to being alive and being here. But I really wanted it. And then, go to the bar, like, hey, I got some Douce. Like a little Douce on a Rizzox. It's like, nah, bruh. You got this Hennessy, though. $10 a glass. I said, you say, huh? 10 American dollars? I said, okay, well, I get half a glass. How much can I get? But it was a good time. I was just chilling the post, and it was at Qtopia up off Newhouse Ferry or something up there. But I really enjoyed myself. I said, it's funny getting those different environments. You're like, you know what? I really want to go back home, boy. This chocolate show looking mighty, mighty fine. It's just different. It's always interesting when you hang in different places. You get different feelings to do different things. Like, you hang around a happy couple with a baby. Like, maybe I need to get me a wife and a baby. Then you hang around places like that. You're like, maybe I need to get me a soul sister with some chocolate dip. Then you hang in other places like, no, that show is a delicious piece of cocaine snow bunny right there. And you're like, what path do I really go? But then you gotta realize some things out of your control. You got to be in the moment and take what it's worth. And just sometimes you got to shoot your shot because there is no, I could have not could have went home, got some rest, but life is to be lived. And I really enjoyed my time up in North County. Only problem was I don't live there, so you have to travel from one place to another, and it's just a different vibe. So what you will have to pay to play in a more diverse place in Soulard, in the hookah, they had the hookahs popping. But then I had my own little hookah. I'm like, this they got hookah, and just you get a situation like when a girl's like twerking and enjoying herself. Do you stare? Do you look and come back? Like, I guess I turn real binary trying to figure out what is my course of action when the birthday girl's daughter is living her best life, like the City Girls and Cardi B video with twerk. Do I continue to look? Do I look away? Do I just, because I'm unfamiliar with that process, I didn't know what to do. So, you look away, you smile. Is she looking at me? It's sort of weird. I went by myself, and me and the birthday girl are familiar with each other. We friends, but we ain't, she grown with grown kids. And I'm like, you get a little intimidated because you want to come in the correct position, or you don't want to outstep your bounds, and you want to stay on the up and up. I'm like, do I need to be here? Because I know if I was to be here more often and become a staple, I can definitely be successful. Or how do I bring all this flavor back to a place? How can I would love to bring that type of vibe, that energy to Soulard, or some place that's not as rampant or as common. But it's just something about that drip, something about that milk chocolate twerking. I was like, what do do I go home? Do I stay where I'm at? Do they see me looking? Do I look at her? Do I say hi? what do? I want to taste, but then I don't want to taste too much, not give me diabetes. I was like, this, I was just confused, overwhelmed, and happy at the same time. But man, I wanted to go home. I want to take her home. Then I was like, I don't live up here, and what we gonna talk about? And then somebody got killed out here a couple of weeks ago, and if they're gonna get into my car, they want to give me my Gucci bag, or I was alone. I said, my job is to survive. My job is to sip on this $10 Hennessy as long as I can for the ice melts, and see if I can squeeze out all the joy and pain. Then, of course, after a while, you be getting, you listen to Frankie Beverly and all these soul music on the way home. Like I said, man, ain't nothing like a black woman. Ain't nothing like that milk chocolate, ain't like that soul. Then I think about Killer Mike and his wife, and I said, I gotta get me some. Then I say, man, then if I get me some, then I'm gonna have to. Then the bunny gonna be mad. Then what if the black girl don't like that? It's overwhelming. I said, this is why they make drugs. Because sometimes you just don't know what to do with yourself, and I keep putting myself in positions by myself for no kind of I just be out here, and I have I have my good job drip on, I have my tie going, and I was like, they knew I was here on a mission, but I wasn't sure how to engage or what to do, but I did the best I could. Do I want to go back? Absolutely. When? I don't know, but ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like being in that kind of establishment. But I realized I can't play pool either. They play pool. They came in with the pool things on, and it's just the music and the hookah. Like, how can I get this kind of vibe in the Soulard in a safe way? To where, it was a parking lot full of Chargers, and what I realized too? I ain't seen a Dodge Magnum in a long ass time.
There was Dodge Magnum there?
No, I was coming home one night, late the other night, and I saw one like drive past my house. I was got the car. I said, I ain't seen a Magnum since whatever. But remember, they came out. All you saw was Magnums and fucking 300s for about 2-3 summers. Now all you see is the worst is a Charger, right, everywhere. I was like, I ain't seen a Magnum in ages for a good reason. I don't know why they were so they just loved them. This is a station wagon on drugs. Is all it is. The fucking station wagon on goddamn steroids. I've seen more H2s, H3s than I have seen Magnums.
Oh, those Magnums were so.
The hood went crazy for the motherfuckers for 2-3 summers easy. Now what? I can't find them nowhere for a good reason.
Gas guzzlers.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shit. Gas guzzlers and don't get me wrong. Everybody wants a souped up station wagon, but I mean, I don't know, long-term success. I don't know. Mm-mm. Not the novelty of it was great.
Yeah, I mean they killed it for a minute. We had like a 5-year run of production. It was all right. We're done. Thank you guys. Thank you, Hood, and we're done. This shit ain't gonna sit after a while. We got you. Thanks. I'm still paying on the bitch. Sorry, still paying. Trade it in for whatever you want to trade it in for. Thank you. Good times.
So you were up there in North County for a birthday party. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah. Back in February when Black Panther came out, I went back home, and that's where I discovered Duce.
Right.
Was when I was really heavily into the motherland.
Right.
And
Duce's Jay-Z's?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My favorite cognac. And her.
What other cognacs have you had?
I've had Remy.
Okay.
I've had Hennessy. Mm-hmm. I've had Hennessy Black.
What if they came up with the Hennessy White?
There is a Hennessy White.
No shit. I was
They have a Hennessy White.
That's great.
You are correct. There is a Hennessy White, which is not bad.
Right.
It's pretty good. It's almost on par with Douce. It doesn't have the same bite as the traditional Hennessy. So in its Hennessy Black and White, it doesn't have the same bite, but it is a little bit smoother.
Ebony and Ivory.
Yeah, Hennessy White is good. Well, I think I got something at home. But it's good. I enjoy it. But it's nothing better than Douce, in my opinion, for that same price point.
Are they the same price point?
Yeah, because you can get about a Douce actually a little bit more expensive than Hennessy. The cheapest place I found that had Douce was maybe $40. These most expensive I've seen $45. I've always seen Douce priced you usually have to ask for the bottle of Douce. It's not usually on the shelves.
Right.
So Hennessy is on the shelves. So I pretty much assume that if I gotta ask for it, it must be a little bit better than the shit I can just grab off the shelves. Maybe I'm approaching it wrong, but that's my logic. But usually I gotta ask, like, can I get a bottle of Douce? Oh, okay, we grab it for you behind the glass over there. Okay, but the Hennessy's right here within reach for a reason. Fair enough. I'll take that. Yeah, it's a better looking bottle. Let's be honest.
What's the crosses? Or is it two? What's the emblem? Do you know what that's?
It's a French thing that meant something. I looked it up a while ago when I was doing my homework on the choice of the Douce cross, but it's a common. It was a common use thing in World War II. It came back. It was also a big common thing used in France during the Middle Ages. It has to do with the location of it's like a castle and location of where the actual drink is made in France.
So it's French as well.
Yes.
Okay, it's made in France.
Yeah, it's a French because like brandy and cognac. Douce cognac is a derivative of what's a brandy.
I would guess so. Yeah. I guess we could Google it, but
because I know Douce is owned by the Remy parent company, maybe. No,
I'm sure there's something in there. Like, yeah, I'm sure there's something. We got to get a Marcus MB cognac sometime.
Yeah, it's out of
Marcus.
Yeah, Chateau Douce. That's yeah. So
wait. So that's an actual place, Chateau Douce.
Yeah, Le Chateau Douce. Can
you do it with a French accent?
Can I do that? Le Chateau Douce is a castle in France.
Okay. Is that the emblem for the castle then?
As I get my Google, I almost don't feel bad for Googling because all the good podcasts do it on live as well.
Yeah.
So I am doing it as well. That is not my birthday. Okay, well, where's the wiki we need? Goddamn. Chateau Le Douce. So there is was it 1858? Let's see what more information I want. Douce logo history. Oh, there we go.
We are educational as well, people. Educational as well.
Okay, so the emblem on the bottle is the cross of Lorraine, so Lorraine, which is a French symbol that symbolizes courage, honor, and perseverance. It is
kind of like Captain America's shield.
See the connection? You say it's made at the Chateau de Cognac, one of the oldest cognac houses in France. In the region that has been producing cognac for more than 200 years. So I think cognac.
I should know that as a bartender.
You don't know what you don't know till you hit the Google button.
Right.
Yeah, so Douce has been out since 2012. Motherfucker.
Douce has been out since 2012?
Mm-hmm. So
I was like, oh, and it's like, wait, no, it's not that. 6 years, I guess.
Yeah, so the symbol.
7, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, so the emblem on the bottle is the cross of Lorraine, a French symbol that symbolizes courage, honor, and perseverance. It is made at the Chateau de Cognac, one of the oldest cognac houses in France. Jay-Z is a known fan, even drinks it out of the Grammy bottle. Out of the Grammy. Okay, leave me that part. How should you drink Douce? Neat on the rocks. Which is true. You really don't need to put much with it. Like, it's easy on the rocks.
I hate when people have nicer cognacs and, like, like, just whiskeys and stuff, and they mix this shit.
Yeah, I was guilty. I was guilty. I definitely was drinking.
Well, you don't know till you know.
Right, you're right. And now I just get my shit on the rocks like a big boy does.
Yeah. Well, your cognac. I was like, you do weed and water, which it's vodka. It's fine.
Yeah,
but I mean that shit. So, what I love about weed and water is that it's so fucking dangerous that I don't drink it because it'd be like I was just drinking iced tea.
Yeah, I blew through. It's easy to get a bottle for $17, and you know, like, where'd the bottle go? Because you didn't drunk it with a big glass of water.
Like us on most Fridays with a bottle of vodka. Like, just like, dude, we just cashed that whole bottle in the fucking podcast.
And when that shit kicks in, you know it because the whole conversation goes to shit. Not shit, but it gets very, very lively.
Yeah, we get very excited.
Get real loose.
Yeah.
Real loose.
Oh, shit. So I think that we should in 2019 we're gonna have a Marcus Boston cognac, even if it's just one run, and we just.
I definitely want to get a MB logo somehow designed that's really dope as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then
how could it not be?
Yeah.
We are working on some apparel coming out hopefully soon, and it's just getting the logo worked on now using an app that hopefully turns out all right. We'll see. If not, we're out $40.
So far, they've done us very well.
Yeah. So let's. The other thing I want to talk about was, hey, did you see the article? I shared it. I don't know if you saw it or not about the MLS.
I saw it. I didn't really look into it much.
I'm really excited about the MLS stuff.
Why is that?
One, I enjoy soccer, but two, it's
football.
Good. Yes,
the real football.
What do they call it? The original football. And we're against Sacramento right now for their team. But so there's a couple different things they were talking about in the article. The MLS could give us both a team, so they put it at 29, and then they add a 30th team in 2020, which to me, I don't want either place to miss out on it because there were some factors they were looking at in order to decide who they're going to go with. So they wanted local rivalries. Like I don't say I don't mean local. I mean rivalries that made sense. Regional rivalries. And so for St. Louis, we have KC, we have Chicago, we have Nashville, and Columbus. Yep. And then does Indiana have a team? I know those four for sure. Columbus is one of the first ones.
Yeah.
They got a ship. They won a championship or a cup, whatever you want to call it. And then the Taylor family, God bless them, the owner of Enterprise. Their net worth is right around $5.8 billion. And so why this article came out was Sacramento finally got a big money, a billionaire sponsor that bought the majority of the team or bought in the majority of the team, whatever. But he's only worth $2.8 billion. Peanuts. But and I want both places to have it, but their regional was the two teams in California, and that was it.
There's nothing else up in the Northeast besides.
I mean, geography. I'm trying to figure it out. I guess Seattle.
Yeah,
but that's still not close to Sacramento.
Oh shit! Why was I thinking? Is the whole time you're saying Sacramento, I'm all up in Washington State.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I thought that because I almost said Portland. I was like, wait, no, that's the other side.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you now. Sacramento. So yeah, Sacramento will only have what? LA, does San Diego have a team? Like what other?
Well, I think there's two teams in LA.
Okay, so two LA teams. What else is up? Portland. Portland have a team. Yeah,
Portland's the other side of the country.
God damn it! Why am I still? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. We're in California. California.
Okay, so Seattle, Washington is on
the West Coast.
God, we were really showing our ignorance right
now.
I
knew I was on the right side of the country.
No, not with Portland.
Portland, Oregon is also.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Yeah.
God,
okay.
Okay. Sorry.
You need more drugs.
I don't. What? We're not doing drugs.
I'm not. Okay. Not illegal drugs. Like you could say. Carry on. So back to
MLS. Okay. So I am really excited about it because, and then also we would be the first MLS. I don't know if it's all of major sports, but female-led ownership group.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
we need more women in everything.
Well, and then I would love to have that as a badge. My the owner of my MLS team that I'm going to go apeshit for.
Okay, I got the information. That's whenever you want to get back to the details.
Okay.
So
yeah,
there is the Whitecaps. Ooh, I don't like that name.
That's the Rapids. Whitecaps.
Yep, they're in Vancouver.
Okay,
Vancouver.
Yeah.
Vancouver Whitecaps. You have the Seattle Sounders.
Right. Dude. If you ever get a chance, anybody listening, if you ever have a chance, YouTube Seattle Sounders march to the game. And so I don't know if you know this. This is some shit about soccer that you probably don't know. Mm-hmm. So when the fans are going to the games in Europe, they march as a whole group to the stadium for the soccer game. And they're singing the songs and they're doing all the chants and everything for their team. And it's fucking amazing. Like, that's unity. And that's the shit that I want. I go out to the minor league games out in Fenton. They do the march from the parking lot to the stadium, and it's cool. Seattle Sounders, when their shit, them in Portland got the shit right. The shit just looks like fun. And I could see us, the STL march again, because you get the St. Hooligans. That's the big all the soccer heads that go out to every game out at the out in Fenton at the AB Park out there. Yeah, because we got the minor league team out there. Right. And I've been to several of those games, and they are fun as shit. And I think that once you understood soccer and like just what to watch for, yeah, it's so much. People are probably going to tell me that don't look dope as fuck. Cool.
Oh, yeah. And everybody's involved.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. That's unity, man. Yeah. You want to bring somebody together? Tell me that wouldn't bring us together. Could you imagine just everybody, county, city, east side, all of them just all together, just marching down. They got it figured out. Marching down.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do this.
Good job, Sea Geek.
Yeah,
that was good. That was really good.
Yeah, and then imagine us all walking because if it's over on Union, what street is Union Station
on? Union Station's on Market.
Okay. Market's closed off, and then we're just coming down. Wash Ave, come around, and then walking down the Market as a fucking unit. Just walking down, just chanting, singing a song, waving the St. Louis flag, walking into that shit. The Cardinals can't. The Cardinals can't compare to that.
No.
The Blues, yeah, they have diehard fans, but when you're an elite of sport, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but that's that's the way I feel. That, you know why soccer is global? Because you don't need fucking shoes to play it. No. Everybody can play that fucking game. Mm-hmm. And that's why I love it. Yeah. You know why hockey isn't as great as what it could be? Because not everybody can play it. Nope. That's why soccer is the most inclusive thing there is, as far as sports.
That's why it's the biggest sport in the world. Yeah. The real world, not this shit, not this.
The microcosm that it is. Yeah. Yes. Remember, everyone, always remember some of the rules of being Sulardian. Always think macro, never think micro. So that's the feeling. That feeling right there. My hair stood on end when you played that. I was like, fuck yes, I want that, dude. I want to go down there and look forward to. Hey, no, you want to schedule this? Sorry, man, going to the STLFC game. Yeah. What? You're gonna miss this meeting to go? Yeah. Yep. Because of unity. It's bigger than that. Yeah. That's a college football. You used to cheers and stuff, right? Go to this.
That's dope.
Yeah, man. That's what I want. That's unity, man.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah.
Most time you don't even know what they're saying. You're just no idea. But we'd be making those noises and be in it because we're feeling it because we're part of something bigger than us. And it's just sport, but sports can unite everyone.
This guy said he flew up just to experience the pregame.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. Let's go. Right. I'm on my goddamn shirt. I'm on my net.
Right.
On the pitch.
Yeah, see, look. And we're going to have our own stadium. Nothing the city controls. They are building a stadium for the city, privately funded. And think about everything else and it's not going to... Yeah. Did you ever think you would be hyped to go to a fucking soccer game? I grew up in a town of 550 people. We had soccer that this guy that was a preacher, he wanted to put in a soccer program because he grew up playing soccer because he was from a bigger city. Mm-hmm. So we had this grade school soccer thing, and nobody knew what the fuck they were doing. But you paid the money to get the shirt and all this, and we had the after school soccer program, and it was fun. I was in second and third grade, and then when I got to college, we had started when I got to my 4 year after junior college. Mm-hmm. My senior year, we had started a soccer program at the college, right? First year for it. And a couple people got hurt, and the coach called me, and I had a broken foot at the time. But I didn't have, my surgery was a few weeks out. So he's like, hey man, I need you to play. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I haven't played soccer since second grade. He's like, that's more experience than most people. I was like, oh, well, I can't run. I have a broken foot. He's like, oh yeah, that's why you're going to be goalie. I was like, or keeper. Yeah. And I was like, well, fuck it, man. All right, cool. If I can help out, like, let's do it. And I went out and did it. And just going to say, someday I'm going to have him on the podcast. This is Coach Bob Schuchart. The first game in the history of my school, of my college, I had a shutout. We won 4-0. I had 27 saves.
Damn.
And yeah, granted, it was their first year of having a program as well, but not in the history books. It doesn't say that. It just says that C.W. Adams.
Even that on paper don't count.
Right. C.W. Adams had a shutout in the first game in the school history.
Damn.
Yeah. Legend. Then we got fucking work the next day, but whatever.
We ain't worried about that.
Yeah, we're not worried about that. I got a fucking shutout my first time stepping in goal in college. And I honestly, I mean, I couldn't kick the ball off the ground. I could punt it. But, I mean, hand-eye coordination just from playing basketball and, 6'5", it helped. And I had some cool ass saves. It was fun. It was a great experience. And, the next year, like, I was done with basketball, but I still played soccer. Right. Just because they needed the guy. So I was in goal. It was cool. And, it wasn't the best of times. We didn't win a lot, but it was fun. Yeah. And I'll never forget it. Yeah. I still can't kick a fucking ball off the ground. There's an art form to it that if I would have grown up on it, it would have been way different. Right. Like, if I hadn't been from such a small town, I think soccer could have been something for me. Yeah. Just being taller, because most of your goalies or keepers or whatever they call them are taller and, just big dudes, like, I think maybe that could have been a viable option. But, I'll never forget the experience. And that's where my likeness for soccer, because I became a nerd about it. And this is back, I'm watching DVDs about how to be better at soccer. And, like, he gave me all these things to watch. It was before YouTube. And I had a blast. And I love it. And, it's fun. And the game is, the more you study about the history of the game and realize how it's brought countries together and brought people together. And, there's cycles in anything you do. Yeah, this is being human. Yeah, this is the human. Human experience, human nature. Yeah, but it's still, like, it is a great game. And that experience is the shit. And I want that for our city. Because as much as we push back, soccer in St. Louis has a deep history. Deep history. Like, if you want to look it up, man, we ain't got to do it now, but St. Louis soccer, Sounders. Yeah. And then once you get in the group, they'll give you a list of how the chants are going to go. Yeah. And they give you the words to all the chants. So so you can, and if all one sound, all one move. And then you learn that, you learn all the chants, and you learn, and you're part of it. Even if you're not, you're still, like, clapping and doing stuff with them, and it's just fun. And it's just such an inclusive sport that I love. And don't get me wrong, I love basketball, and basketball is my jam, and always gonna be my jam. And what's funny is, this is what's my mentality, how it's changed from my 20s and to my 30s. Used to be baseball is my favorite sport, blah, 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 blah. But in my mind, I was living this lie, like, I love basketball more than anything. But for some reason, even though I played college basketball, I still would say baseball is my favorite sport. I don't know what the mentality was then. I don't need to go back and figure out why I thought that way. But now I'm just, like, open and honest about it. And, there was one night we were at a place, and I had him change it to the NBA game because I wanted to watch NBA basketball. I love NBA basketball. I'm not ashamed to admit it. And then the manager just comes out and changes it to hockey and says the remark to the bartender, "Why is this on basketball? Nobody watches the NBA." I'm like, and then I asked the bartender again. I was like, hey, I don't think anybody's really watching a hockey game. I was really into that basketball game. Can we change it back? And he's like, yeah, man, we can change it back. And then, like, they changed it back, and then the manager came and changed it again.
Did you whip his ass on the second change? I'm about, look here, bro.
No.
If I was
I did say,
I'd have had a conversation.
I didn't, well, don't get me wrong. There was a part of me that was like, we need to let this motherfucker know. Because I don't want to get into the demographics of
Sometimes the dark, that's fine. I'll be the bad guy. I'll be the dark side of the situation.
I mean, it's funny on a couple fronts, but the point was I wasn't going to dog him out because he didn't know any better.
You gonna learn today,
right? But I did learn today. I did let it. I was like, he went to change again. I was like, hey man, I'm watching that game, and he's like, he was confused when I was like, yeah, I really enjoy the NBA, man. I just really want to watch that game. And then he's like, okay, like just this bum-fuzzled look in his face, like he didn't understand. Mm-hmm. And then, like, I stood up and went to the bathroom or whatever, and I came back. He's like, oh, I understand why you're...
Oh, because I'm tall?
Yeah.
That's heightest. You're a heightest. You're a fucking heightest. I don't know if that's a thing, but it sounds good right now.
But, you know, it's however he needed to justify it in his head, it's fine, man. Like, I'm not here to teach everyone.
Can't save everybody.
No. And he'll understand when he understands. I'm not mad about it. It is what it is. It was just more funny to me. Mm-hmm. Because I guess he thought since there was no black people in the bar that nobody was watching NBA, let's get down to the
let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah. And it sucks that people think that way, man. Mm-hmm. But
so I guess if I'd have been there, I'd be like, oh, we know who's watching basketball.
Oh, he would have left it alone. Oh, even though you're over there watching hockey or something, yeah.
My name is Dante. I want to watch hockey.
And but yeah, basketball is my game and my love, and I love watching it. Just learning new stuff about basketball and watching these fucking supreme athletes play. Baseball is a love of mine as well, and I love baseball, the history of it, and it has a lot. You know, when I'm at a game, I'm thinking of my grandpa because he was such a fan and he never went to games. You know, because just you're from a small town, like you don't do that shit. You know? Like,
yeah, I mean that was what was available during his time.
Yeah, and so he would listen to the radio and listen to the Cardinals game, and I remember sitting on his lap listening to the radio with him, listening to the Cardinal game.
Oh, that's the one that was the gangster fisherman.
Yeah, yeah. I only had one. Never met the other one, so it's cool. But he was he just with his old age he got surly, but you know his grandson was his grandson. The most gangster one was my grandma, because there was one time I said something I shouldn't have in front of a person when we were fishing. It was basically like the guy's like, hey, make sure they're wearing their life jacket when they're out in the water, because it was like a private lake or whatever. Private. It wasn't a pond. It was bigger than a pond. It was a lake.
Don't die on my dime.
Right. And so like my grandpa was like, yeah, he's always got his life jacket on. I'm like, no, Grandpa, I don't wear it all the time.
You being a kid, being honest. This is called we're lying right now, son.
So when we get back to the house, I'm all like this, and he's like, CW, sometimes you gotta keep your damn mouth shut, or your goddamn mouth shut. Yeah. And I was like, so I walk inside crying, and and then my grandma's like, just instant fury. Why are you crying? Grandpa yelled at me. Oh my God. Christine Adams went. I've never, and I still remember her, talking to him, because my grandpa's name was Guy, and I just remember her, shaking her finger and talking to him. I don't know what she said. But she came and picked me up and, was just holding me and telling me everything's okay, and I'm just bawling my eyes out, because it's fucking. I don't know.
Not my grandbaby.
Yeah,
made my grandbaby cry.
Right,
mother.
But yeah, I just that one sticks out in my head so much.
Not their grandbaby. Not my grandbaby. Not my grandson.
It's just baby. Yeah, that's what I'm learning, man. You think you're in control until you mess with somebody's grandkid, and then it's almost like the grandma and the grandpa are like, I live my life. I will kill a motherfucker.
I got nothing left, baby. I got nothing to lose. God damn it. I got nothing left. But to finish, what you were saying about who they got. So it's like the Whitecaps, the Sounders, the Timbers out of Portland. Then there's the Earthquakes out of San Jose.
Okay.
And then there's.
But I think the relativity of those is further away than what.
Right. So it would be the fourth one in California. So it would be Sacramento, San Jose, then the two LA clubs, the Los Angeles Football Club, and then the Galaxy.
But they're further away. Like Kansas City's 4 hours, Chicago's 4 hours, Nashville's 4 hours.
I think San Jose would probably be the closest, Northern California.
Right.
And then it would be all the way down the coast to LA to get to other ones. Yeah.
So I'm cool with
these. And these are the ones that if St. Louis get one, it'd be like St. Louis would be. I mean, I guess St. Louis would be on the eastern because Kansas City's on the west.
Is Chicago and Kansas City in the same conference?
No, Chicago is.
They may realign though.
Yeah, they might have to because
I don't know why they wouldn't. If you're up to 30 teams, I mean, I think 30 is a good number.
I think so too.
I mean, if you're going to get bigger, you know, you don't want to water down the market, obviously, but I don't know if you can.
It's not one.
Soccer's on such an uprise. Yeah, it's already getting more attendance than hockey and basketball,
and especially going forward with parents are not letting their kids play football no more.
We need to be ahead of the fucking curve as a city. That was my whole point. Whenever they shot it down the first time, it's like you guys aren't looking at the macro. You're looking at the fucking micro. You still think the Cardinals are fucking. Don't get me wrong. People still go in the Cardinals game, but their average.
Atlanta just joined last year. Damn.
Oh, Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Cincinnati just joined.
Atlanta was in the playoffs.
They joined 2017.
Oh, Cincinnati was the other one they talked about.
Cincinnati's team is they have not. Yeah, they start this year.
Yeah, so that's another one. So I mean, it almost be like the baseball conference.
Yeah,
or like
that start this year.
Yeah. So that was the other one. Cincinnati and Columbus. I mean, Cincinnati's what?
Cincinnati. Then there's Columbus Crew.
Yeah, they've been around. They were original.
Cincinnati, then Atlanta, Orlando. So like our closest would be Chicago, Kansas City, Memphis. No, that's it. So it'll be Chicago, Kansas City, then go Cincinnati and
Nashville.
And no, there's no Nashville MLS.
Yeah,
I don't see nothing.
Hold up, there was because they talked about in the article that there was a Nashville.
They're expected to expand to 24 teams by 2020. 2014 is now set to play in 24th team. This is set by the 19th this year. That would be, I guess, 24th team is
24th team. I thought you were saying 2014. I'm like, what are you
no, 24th team is Cincinnati. That would be this year.
I swear to God, there was something about Nashville MLS team.
No. Nope. Because the Eastern Conference teams are Atlanta, Chicago, Columbus, D.C., Cincinnati, Montreal, New England, New York, Orlando, Philly, Toronto. And then the West teams are Colorado, Dallas, Houston, Cali, Minnesota, Portland, Utah, San Jose, Seattle, Kansas City, Vancouver.
All right, so the Nashville MLS team will be a Major League Soccer expansion franchise that is expected to begin in 2020. The club will be based in Nashville, Tennessee, and plans to make their home matches at Nashville Fairgrounds, a 27,500 seat stadium. That was the other point. They're gonna build this new stadium.
Okay, I see it now. I see the future.
Yeah. So St. Louis, we get to come up and get it.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna build that 30,000 seat stadium down by Union Station. Revive Union Station because Union Station it's getting an aquarium, and now you're gonna have the fucking yes, that's what we need.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna be in this up and coming sport that's been up and coming for a while. Because the rise in people playing soccer now is more than it's ever been. And it keeps growing because less and less people are playing football, a fucking Neanderthal sport, where people are becoming handicapped because they're running their head into another person's head.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just, this is the key. You want to reach the youth and you want to give the youth something? Yeah. Be ahead of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Be ahead of the game. Let's be ahead of the game for once.
Yeah.
Granted, you know, the Cardinals are still going to be the Cardinals, even though their attendance is going down because their average season ticket holder is like 60 in its 60s. because
They're dying.
they are. But baseball's still a thing.
Baseball doesn't do a good job of baseball. It takes a lot to be a baseball. Be on a baseball team. Like it's not not as inclusive as like soccer. I mean, the ball and a couple cans or basketball. Like
right, yeah,
it takes a lot.
But I mean, there's still parts of what's say baseball is there's parts of baseball you can do without having a full team. Like you and I can go play catch.
Yeah,
that type of thing. And baseball's been around a long time, and we built baseball. Like baseball is an American sport, and that's football is too.
basketball is too.
Yeah, it was James Naismith. Mm-hmm. Basketball's my jam. I love it. And basketball's had a resurgence. Basketball was dying for a bit.
They bought into the players. Like I think baseball and football still have that team. Like kids buy into individual players. You have to spotlight.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Individual players. Like I want to buy the Bryce Harper shoes if he has shoes. I don't know, but right. You have to elevate your individual players. That's what makes them come back. I want to see LeBron play. Like, you hear people say, "I'm a Kobe fan. I don't like the Lakers, but I like the Kobe," or like whatever their player is. You have to embrace the world you live in, not the world that was back in the day. Yeah, okay, I am a team guy. Now it's like I like the person, I like the personality.
And I have my disagreements with baseball a lot. Especially, I shouldn't say baseball. I have my disagreements with the Cardinals a lot. Like when they're still trying to frame this image that they're a small market team, motherfucker, you are not a small market team. That shit drives me fucking insane.
Who you telling? Right. You Yankee fan? Yeah. Well, that's Cardinals. Like, whoa, calm down.
That's not the fucking case anymore.
No, it's not.
And that's the shit that I don't like. It's like, stop thinking. When I bring up the Bryce Harper shit, people are like, "Oh, we don't need to spend the money." Blah 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 blah. The motherfucker's 26. You give him a 10-year deal. Give him a 12-year deal. Every 4 years, you have an option. Let the motherfucker walk if he's not producing. We have the money, but we're not, like, I'm just tired of this shit.
That's how you get people, players, these kids, these new players, these athletes are not giving a good goddamn about your history.
No.
I want you to.
And now with as much money you can make off your socials now?
If you get me there, I'm going to bring people here because I want to play with those people. So I might not be a B-list player, but if Bryce is there, I fuck with Bryce personally. I like what Bryce is doing. I go fuck with Bryce.
Right.
Now I'm listening.
But you could be a mid-level dude and go to New York, and you're going to take less money, but the money you're going to make off of all your endorsements. But now for baseball, all these sports, there's more than just, if you're a baseball player, you have bats and shoes and whatever, cleats and all that stuff. You can get all kinds of fucking shit because of social media. And why these guys are taking less money to go to bigger markets is you're marketing to a bigger brand of people.
Yeah. I'm marketing globally. I'm not marketing this to my hometown.
But you could be a mid-level guy making, I know this is going to sound bad, but like mid-level guy making $7 million a year. But if you're a good dude and you're a cool person and you're active on your social media and you're spending the money to get little videos, whatever, building your social media up, you can make another $2 million a year off your fucking social media by getting all these local places to pay. Like, that's where people aren't thinking, like, oh, fuck them if they don't want to come to St. Louis and play for the Cardinals. No, man.
That's why you'll never be great.
Because you like get this, and I can't say anything because I used to feel that way. Oh, I'm from Southern Illinois and you're big dicking me because you said Southern Illinois shit. I'm like, cool, man. I get it. Like, you had an advantage growing up as far as like in this area, but I had advantage in this area because I know how to work and I know how not to let little shit bother me, whatever. That's the thing. But there's always that mentality that fucking, fuck you if you don't think such and such, like you making fun of small town.
That's tribalism in the wrong way.
Yeah. I want to keep Southern Illinois secret in a sense until I make it not a secret. Just a few more years. Just a couple more years, I think, and then everything's gonna come crazy, and then
I think the us against them mentality should not be like a actual them as in a group of people, but us against them as into a almost like a thinking space. You know, so like us and them should be attack on bad ideas, not us against them. Attack on like people.
Yeah. Well, just like
attack bad ideas of us against them. When we say our tribe is, and we going against them, it's them as a thought process that's negative and not being.
We have to open their minds.
Yeah.
I don't want to physically. It's not us against them. It's,
right.
It's us showing them a different way and opening their mind. Just like when they talked about in Black Panther, was we're not going to hide anymore. We're going to show people how this Wakanda.
Yeah, we can bring what we do great to the world and make all of us great.
Right, and that's the same mentality you and I have. We never talk about us versus them. We talk about enlightening people to maybe thinking a little differently rather than getting pissed off about shit that doesn't matter. You know, maybe finding the positive in everything. Dave and I had the conversation. Him and I were going back and forth on DMing each other on Instagram because always a silver lining. There's always a silver lining in the DMs. Right. I mean, not like that. I mean, sorry. He's,
Carry on, sorry.
But no, it's silver lining. And when your thought process as a human goes to everything has a silver lining, yeah, there's some shit that's going to suck. It's going to suck and there's nothing you can do. But all you can do is fall back to the mentality of, I learned, that's silver lining. I learned this, I learned that. I'm going to be better next time and this isn't going to happen again because I know better now.
And think about how grateful you were to have that experience too.
Right.
You know.
And yeah, like there's some experience, death, and
Oh, that's just
that's just
unavoidable.
That's a process that you have to deal with, and you deal with it your own way. I don't deal well with death because I think everything's infinite and it's always going to be this way. When my uncle passed away in 2018, it dropped me for a minute, man. Because he was such a big part of my life, and he's one that really showed me that there is a different way to think.
Yeah.
And that's the most powerful shit there is. When he was on his deathbed and I was talking to him and I'm just crying my eyes out talking to him, and he was just telling me like, hey man, I'm at peace.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm going to be fine.
Yeah.
And me comprehending that, I felt at peace with him. He knew it was coming. And the reason he hadn't left before that was because my cousins, his daughters, beautiful people, just weren't ready for him to leave.
Yeah.
And he told me that. He's like, they weren't ready for me. They weren't ready for me to leave, so I stayed. He's like, they're stronger now. They're okay with it. Like, everything's going to be fine. Everything's fine. And I still think about it. His motto in life, he was a social worker. He has MSW, his master's in social work. His motto, he had the license plate on his car. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid.
That's good.
Yeah. It's been a thing, and that's where when I talk about what we're doing is simplicity. Keep things simple. Don't overdo it, because when you start trying to change little things here and there and make everything real super fucking complicated and it doesn't need to be, you're fucking up. Keep it simple, stupid. Oh man,
speaking of death, I'm like, I went to a funeral. When I was helping with that funeral, I was like, my days are coming. Like I've had all my aunts and my uncles up. I've only lost my grandfather, I think last year. Then my grandmother like 10 years ago. But like my immediate like auntie and uncles, I'm like, damn, I'm the oldest nephew that's always around. So if I'm 30, y'all 60, 50, we on the way. I said, I'm gonna be the shit show.
Right.
Hope my sister's strong enough to handle this shit when they gotta figure this shit out, because like my mom has done it thus far for all everybody. I'm like, I'm not Mom, I don't want this job. Like I just want to be a mess. I want to be consoled. I want to be held. I want to be the one be passing out, because I was getting teared up like, what is this discharge thing? Oh God, this is it's coming. It's coming down the pipe. I said, and I was so blessed and happy that my mom had my stepdad when she went through it, because he was able to be there for her in ways I just wasn't prepared or trained to be so. I mean, I could rose to the challenge if need be, but I'm glad she had him, so I didn't have to at the time when my grandfather passed away. You know, he was walking with her through that whole process. I'm like, damn, I've been blessed to have all this time, you know, where I've had to grow and we've all been healthy and long, but that's just on the way. It's on the way. Hopefully, it's not me. I mean, we know the way we want it to happen, or the way it should happen. But anything could change in a heartbeat. But I'm like, God damn, this shit, our day's coming. Yeah, it's on the way. I said, fuck.
No, you're talking your days on the way, meaning for more of
just going through that. Just going through the grief process of losing and dealing with all the things that come along with losing somebody you care for, and hopefully it goes out in the peaceful way as possible. It's nothing tragic. It's just old age, and you lived your life, and a quick, easy process. But it's like I haven't had no tragic murder, none of that stuff that you see in the world happen to us directly, and we were blessed to have that. And it's like I hope we're all strong enough to handle it when it comes, because it comes to everybody.
I think that for myself, as I get older, we talk about all the time binary about situations. But when it comes to death, man, that the binary shit I can't. It goes out the window. Yeah, I can't. That to me is just, I don't know. It's really hard for me to deal with, and I know some people can. I just can't. My girlfriend's situation. Like she dealt with death early. Really fucking early. Way more death than I've ever dealt with. Yeah. And I couldn't imagine. Think about her situation when she was 19. 19. Both parents passed away within 9 months of each other. And then you got this money that from them passing, and now you've got all this and all this responsibility you didn't have before, and you're the only one left of your family. Ugh. I mean, yeah, you have some aunts and uncles, whatever. Yeah. But, like, as far as your immediate, it's just you. 19. I would have been dead. If I had nothing, nobody to...
then you wonder, then it makes sense why people are so strong. Because, when you get that kind of experience of humanity so early, and you get through it, don't shit else matter. Like, man, I don't give a fuck.
Right. Look. Exactly. And then, when I was going through things with my uncle, and like I didn't want to complain to her about it. Because I felt guilty if I did, because she'd been through so much. Yeah. And then I think I was in this room, just like I came down here, was just sitting here and just like thinking about all the times I had with my uncle, and just bawling.
And she might have been, she probably was the best person to talk to about, because who knows better than her?
Right. Oh no, she, like, I came back upstairs, and like, she came home or whatever, and like she could see that I'd been upset, and then like I had a total just breakdown. Yeah. And she was like, "Why do you feel like you can't?" Because I was telling her, like, I'm sorry, I know, like, yours has been way worse than mine. I'm being like really weak about it, blah blah blah. And she's like, no, everyone deals with that. Everybody does it differently. She's like, it makes me sad that you feel like you couldn't talk to me about it. It's like, I just didn't, I felt weak. Like you've dealt with so much, and then I'm just, a mess about my uncle, and and she just like assured me, like, no, that's not a thing. Like, we're together because we're supposed to be together, and she's like, I'm here for you, good and bad, and like this is the whole thing. And I broke down again, and just like, because I had so much I wanted to show him that I could do, and I felt this. I don't know the exact terminology for it, but like, it was like I wanted to prove that I was more than what people perceive me as. Yeah. And I don't know if that's ego or I don't know. It's like,
I think that's, I don't think it's ego in a bad way. You just want to know that what he put into you wasn't wasted. Yeah. You want to show that you appreciated the lessons he taught you directly and indirectly, and that his time investment in you wasn't put to done. What's the word? In vain.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then just the same thing with my dad. Like my biological father and my stepfather in air quotes, which is my dad. Like just showing him that his efforts weren't wasted.
Yeah.
That I'm here to do that, and I'm going to show him in a big way. But it's like, do I really need to be that to be my main focus, or is it just going out and being a good person and doing those things, and he sees it? I don't know, because him and I don't talk like that. But like I don't know, just that's something I got to work out through my self work and be at peace with the fact that everything's going to come to fruition, everything's going to be fine. I don't have to prove anything to him. I don't need his validation, even though I know he's proud of me, and he doesn't express it, which is fine. Mm-hmm. He does it his way. It's small town mentality,
right?
That's the way.
And a lot of men. I mean, a lot of men aren't,
especially from that older.
Yeah, we have a hard time now. We have all the tools and information at our fingertips, and we still have a hard time communicating our appreciation and love for other men, our friends we care about. You know what I'm saying? We still having that. That's a taught behavior. You have to teach.
Right.
As women are taught to be emotional and expressive, and that men have to be taught as well. Like, I'm comfortable doing that because I was raised by women, so I know I have a comfort in that. So I have no problem saying I love my guys, or that's my dude, or yada yada yada, because I am from that cultural education. But a lot of men are repressed, have been raised to repress their emotions, and that's to make you weak. No, showing your emotions makes you strong.
Right. And that's where I think a lot of like the generation ahead of me, talk about the kids today, they're weak, blah 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 blah, like they're such babies, blah blah blah, because they were taught not to express that emotion. And my thought process on it is, I don't think they're weak. I think that they're emotional. I can't fault them, because I think they're that way because their parents did not like that part of them when they were growing up from their parents.
Right.
Maybe they overcompensated, and now that person, their child, is emotional to a point where like their parents don't understand it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if a person is expressing how they feel, cool.
Yeah.
There are some, I guess, exceptions where people are just being a little bit over the top.
Yeah. Too much.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's honestly, I'm cool with being open and telling everybody, expressing how you feel. But there's some things like
it's also a time and place.
Yeah, and also I don't honestly, like, some stuff. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Balance, man. It's fine.
Right.
It's fine that place of zen right in the middle.
Right. I just maybe we went deep there for a minute.
Yeah,
I liked it though.
I'm glad I wasn't drinking, because I probably would start crying. It got a whole.
Yeah. But that's what we're here for, man. We're here to talk, and that's why, like, you and I we could literally probably do a podcast every day just talking about stuff. And that's why we are on the right path, and everything's gonna be fine.
Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right.
Anything left to add, my man?
I ain't got shit. I mean, I do, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I ain't got much of anything.
Yeah. I know you want to get back out on the road.
I really don't, but it needs to happen. I don't know. I mean, I think I love a good emotional conversation. It's a balance thing. You got to realize time and place. That's probably the biggest thing I remember from my grandmother back in the day. Is like always harping and saying like there's a time and place for everything, and it's true. There's times to be super, masculine or aggressive and to get things done. There's also times to relax and just play your part. And I think those that figure out time and place and will do the most good. And like I try, like even with my nephew's 3 years old, and I try to be some type of example of how to handle things, and then when to chill out. What are you doing? I talk to our children like adults, like. So what's wrong? Why are you crawling? Why are you crying? How can I help you?
Why are you crawling? You should be walking now, motherfucker.
Like, how was today? Why'd you do that? Well, next time this is not gonna work. You're not gonna cry right now. All in the calm voice. Like, I can't get it. That yelling, because I always see how my cousin, like, she yells and raise hell. Then you buy them what they want. Like, that's not going to get things done. Like, what's the, like, stop. Then my mom has her. You know, my mom have done the yelling thing. I'm like, let's have a conversation. Conversations in a calm tone wins and lasts a lot longer than raising hell.
And
but it's time and place to say, hey, shut your ass down.
Yeah, and kids act differently. You know, like you got to figure out individual basis what works best for your interaction with this child, whether it be your child or another child or you know, your nephew. You know, you have to figure out what works for them. That's the individual thing.
And all the surrounding components. Like I say, people forget. They get so stuck in the macro of like my child, you forget like maybe this hood living and all this stuff that's around him also plays into his behavior or his temperament. Like maybe the guy you had a kid was crazy, but you chose like you have to add all these factors into this equation to get the sum you want. You keep leaving out parts of the equation, so you wonder why you're getting incomplete numbers. You had to add in all the equations, the minus, the parentheses, the exponents, all that shit. It all matters.
Yeah, and you know, with my child, she, you know, it's case by case with her. Like there's sometimes where everything's cool and you know, I can talk to her. What I figured out that works for her, what she really likes, what she really digs is like if she wants to do something. Let's say, I don't know, like we'll say for instance, not that this has happened, but like shooting the basketball. We're out on the court. She's like, Dad, what'd you think? And I'm like, well, I think you tried really hard, but like try putting your arm in like this. She's like, wait, like this, Dad? I'm like, yeah, just put it in, and then you know, her fingers in the teacup. She's like, what's a teacup? I was like, fingers in a glass of water. Because she didn't know what a teacup.
Right. It's like,
yeah, but then,
chest, what?
Right. And so like it's almost like she wants me to judge her like a judge, like, oh, you did this, you know, like 2.0, whatever. You know, and it's just, you know, I'm not yelling at her and trying to change everything, but it's like, oh, okay, that's cool. You did great. You tried really hard. But what if you tried this? Yeah. And she responds to that really well. And so I've been adding that in other things. And maybe that system may run its course and I may have to change it up again. Yeah. But the thing in my head is I know that it can't be the same way. Not the way the way I was raised and it taught me, I had to learn, was you fuck up, you get your ass beat. You know, like I wasn't a fast runner because I just didn't know how to run. And, you know, I got yelled at all the time. Why are you so fucking slow? Blah, 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 blah. Which, you know, I came to peace with that. I'm okay with it now. I've learned that there's different components that go into, you know, running fast. Or, you know, I learned how to be faster because you have to work at it. And there's form and all this other stuff to it. Whereas where my dad was brought up was you're the faster now. There's no way to get better at being faster. There's no way to get better at this. You are what you are. Yeah. You can't work at something and get better. Either you have it or you don't. Right. And I knew growing up, I'm like, man, something that's weird. Like, I feel like, because there'd be some flashes of greatness where I do some shit where I'm like, holy shit. Yeah. Where's my dad? Did you see that? Dad, did you see? You know? Yeah. And then there was one time when we were at a family reunion, we were playing basketball, and I'm just out there just schooling these motherfuckers, man. Like, just pull up jumpers, like spinning, head fakes, like all this shit. And Dad told me after, I didn't realize he was watching. I was just out there just showing these motherfuckers what was up, showing who the alpha was on the basketball court. And my dad's like, I've never seen you play like that. He's like, he didn't say in awe, but he was like, I think he was impressed. Yeah. And I was like, well, yeah, Dad, that's how I play. He's like, do this shit in the fucking game. You know, like, because, you know, in the game, you know, in high school, in the game, like, my high school team was really good for being a small town. Yeah. Like, our top 6 guys all played college basketball. Yeah. You know? So I was always playing my role instead of just trying to expand my role. Yeah. You know? Yeah. I was down there just...
You embraced your truth. Yeah. You found the peace within yourself, so you wasn't worried about nothing but enjoying being there.
In a sense. I think I just didn't know no better. Yeah. I didn't know...
Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
Sometimes. But, you know, my mentality now, if I would have had it when I was in school, Could we have made a run for that state title? Maybe.
But
I can't concentrate on that shit. I'm just worried about what's going on now and where I'm trying to get to. So, but it's made me stronger now because I didn't feel as though I'd reached my apex in high school, because that really does, a lot of times, it slows people down as adults, because a lot of people think they reached their apex in high school. Why do you think that, why is always the head cheerleader and the best sports player getting married straight out of high school? Because they're the alphas of that situation. Then they get married and the guy doesn't grow as a person, but the woman's growing as a person. Then she's like, you know what? Fuck this. I need to find another alpha. So then the guy at 28, 30, who got married young, has to rediscover himself.
Hopefully he does. Most of them just get stuck and just keep spinning wheels.
Yeah. And I think that nowadays people are learning. But think about back in the day. Let's say the 80s, 90s, where the motherfuckers were getting married super early, and like, oh, the most popular person married the most popular person. They got this perfect relationship, and then, bam,
then you're Al Bundy.
Right, exactly. Concentrating about your four touchdowns in one game.
Yeah, he won your Letterman jacket.
The poke high.
Poke high. Yeah.
And that's the shit. That was reality for a lot of people. Nowadays, no. I mean, it still happens in smaller communities because they still think that old mentality.
And they try to make it great again. Make tomorrow better than yesterday.
Yeah. Every year of my life, I feel has gotten better. I've never, in my mind, maybe I'm wrong, but in my mind, I've always tried to make everything better without even knowing it. Like, I used to have, I remember in my mid-20s, always in October, I'd always be depressed. I haven't been depressed about shit I can't remember the last time I was depressed about anything. But in my mid-20s, right around my birthday, I'd always get depressed. Don't know why, but I always did. Now it's like, I never have a bad day. I can't remember the last time I was like, oh, I'm just having a bad day. No. I refuse to have bad days. It's a waste of time.
Yeah, it is.
Like, what are you going to be down
All
about?
you have is time. Why are you going to waste it having a bad day?
Right. That's like we always say, the only thing you can't replace in life is time.
Yep.
I can't buy it. I can't bottle it up. I can't save it. Nope. All I got is now. That's why the Soulardians is so special to me, because we have a platform that we are building to show people that it's okay. The shit that happened in the past. You can't concentrate on what that was. Nope. All you can worry about is now, and build something better for yourself.
Yes.
And as long as we're staying on it, you just got to keep on that path of getting better every day. And it's the little things you do each day, those small steps, they're going to add up to big results. And
pull somebody else up on your way. Yeah. Always be looking to pull somebody else up.
Don't hide the shit. Don't ever hide it. And that's, I still, when people, that mentality of, oh, I'm not going to share what we're doing because, it's going to go away if we don't. No, motherfucker. If you share how you got to success and you show people that path, all it's going to do is make your path greater and make everything around you better.
Leaders be other leaders.
They do all day. It's so funny to me when people think when somebody has success that they can't do it because that person has something magical. Well, fuck it. Magical what? He had discipline enough to get up every day and do something other than what you're doing to make himself better. And that's why you and I get along so well, because we're both trying to make each other better every day in some way. Yeah. And now that people are starting to see that, whether it be they listen to our podcast or not, just being around us and the energy we have now, my energy that I have now and the energy I'm giving off is different than it's ever been. I'm talking to people that I've never talked to before. I'm giving more people a chance. And I'm really just giving love, like we talked about, giving love. And it's people responding to it. People see a difference. Not just in my physical appearance, but in my mental appearance as well. Yeah. Same thing with you. I mean, I see it in you. The way, the confidence you have when you walk in a room, like you're not, used to, it was maybe like you'd stand out more. The back in when you had your drip was hard, and now the drip is just like, this is my drip.
This is right, because that drip, I can pull that drip out anytime.
Mm-hmm.
That's always going to be a part of me, and I can activate it
Mm-hmm.
in a heartbeat because I got that figured out.
Mm-hmm.
But now my drip is more of an energy vibe drip where I know I don't have to wear all that to get the same response. I can get the same great response on a chill day with no haircut. I can get with fresh everything and a cut
and you also don't. I think maybe back then you wanted that validation of people like, oh, you have nice clothes on.
I thought I needed that. I thought this is the only way people's going to notice me or even give me an opportunity to present myself where I can just be whatever. I'm bigger than my fit.
Yeah,
my drip is I am my drip. My drip's not me.
Exactly.
Yes,
and that's what we are both trying to relay to people all the time. Like, you are who you are. You are enough.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to put on a show for people. Just be yourself and be who you are.
Yep.
There's no reason to put a mask on.
And you can always be better.
Yeah. And don't ever think you've arrived.
Mm-mm.
We'll be sitting at a studio in years from now, and just like we're still going to be getting better every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be 80 and still like talking about how I could be better.
Yeah,
I'm never going to arrive.
Yeah.
And that's where people are really, I think, get misguided. They think you get to a point and you don't have to grow anymore.
Yeah,
Shit's every day. Yeah.
Like you're saying, change is inevitable. Progress is an option. And you have to choose.
Yeah. And if you choose to stop progressing,
the world doesn't stop.
No. I know that if the place I work at, if I didn't go back tomorrow when it's supposed to work, I don't show up, they're gonna be fine. It's gonna be doing the same shit. Maybe the numbers won't be the same, but they're still. I mean, the shit's still gonna go. The shit's still gonna open every day, with or without me.
With or without
Is that song?
It's Rod Stewart.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how the hell that came out of my mind. I don't know.
I still to this day, my mom has been with my dad for 38 years. And if Rod Stewart walked in and was like, "Let's go," she'd throw it all away. Yeah. She loves that dude. Yeah, I get it. Cameron Diaz, that's mine.
Throw it all away.
Be like, well, Cameron came by. This isn't gonna work out well for us. I'm going with Cameron. I say that now, but I'd probably be like, "D, I'm stuck out here in LA, man. Like, well, my other friend. Okay,
you have to meet him one day,
someday. Actually, you'd be the first call. So it'd be like, Marcus, I need it. Can you get me home?
On the way.
I just didn't work out with Cameron. Sorry.
You understand. You don't know till you try. Worth a shot.
I just and I hope people understand where we're coming from. And we did ramble a little bit, but whatever, man. It's our podcast. We can do whatever the fuck we want, right?
I'm doing what I want. I want to do what I want.
Oh man, I'm so excited about this year. We've literally just doing shit that people just. I wish they'd understand that it's not like a special sauce. They can do the same thing, and we're here to help them. And people have asked to be on the podcast because I love them and I want them to be a part of it. And they're just like, "What? I don't have nothing to say. I'm nothing."
That's so baffling. I'm like, dude, I'm like,
what do you
mean? Are you alive? Have you been through shit? That's something to say. Like, you have plenty to share. You think your life's about you, and it's not. It's about how you help other people through your experiences and whatever. It's how that back and forth.
Man, you have
nothing to say.
The biggest one I want to have on is one of the most impressive people to me because of where he came from and what he's doing. And it's like, I don't have nothing to say. Yeah, you do. You have such a story. Everybody has a story.
Everybody has a story.
And he's going to be on here. And I'm going to tell him, and it's going to be a deep one for me when I get him on because he is such a great fucking person that he doesn't realize everything he's done because of how he grew up, and self-confidence wasn't a thing, and like he's been shit on a lot, even though he's overcame and he's done some great fucking shit that he doesn't think is great. But I see him like, fuck, man, that's fucking impressive.
It's amazing how we hold on to the bad and figure out the good.
It's because Aubrey talks about it a lot, but it's you are good enough.
Yeah,
you're always good enough. These gifts that you're given, you do deserve them because if you've put in the work, you've done the things, and a lot of people just don't. Is it self-deprecate?
It's like the 4 agreements say: be impeccable with your words. Mm-hmm. So let's just don't self-talk, because
no negative self-talk.
No negative self-talk, right? So
is it okay to make fun of yourself though?
Yeah, because that's not really That's not really being negative. Just making fun of your truth in a comedic way, but like saying like I'm not good enough or I'm trash or that kind of stuff. Right. Anything you say repeatedly, you start to believe, and you start to see the world that way. So you really have to be impeccable with your word, because the world's gonna always try to say you're not good enough, you're not worth it, but you have to be mindful. You have to repeat those things. I am good enough. I'm gonna have a great day. You have a choice. You see the day as a great day, or you see the rain as something that brings you down. I say, oh, well, watering the flowers. So when the pretty flowers show up, I'm gonna say, I know why, because it rained the other day. Right. It's an opportunity. You gotta see everything as an opportunity.
Like Eric, the hip hop preacher.
Yeah,
Eric.
I want to say Bishop. I don't think that's
not it. It's Eric though, right?
Something like that. Let's see.
I don't really listen to him as much anymore because he's just a hype. To me, he's just a hype guy. Like it took me following other people to get a direction with my getting hype.
Yeah.
God, what the fuck is his name? Eric Thomas. Yep. Take advantage of the opportunity and the lifetime of that opportunity. Yep. This opportunity wasn't given to us. We just went out and got it. And we're still molding this opportunity into something. I swear to God.
Okay, we getting off here, guys. We got 2 hours of strong content.
Yeah, that was good, man.
Yeah, it's custom.
Man, it felt good. All right, guys.
Got that monkey off your back.
Yeah.
Got that monkey.
And guys, feel free to email us at
thesulardians@gmail. DM us on Instagram at thesulardians. You can find Marcus Boston at cognac_sipper, #1 on Instagram and the Twitter. Oh, yeah. Twitter. Twitter is Sulardians. No, the Sulardians on Twitter.
Cool. And you can find my personal stuff at Cecil W. Adams on all the platforms. And we just dropped episode 8. Check that one out. Check out Cognac, not the Cognac Corner, just Cognac Corner.
Cognac Corner.
Cognac Corner. Check out Marcus's solo endeavors. He's really killing the game, man. Really killing it. And then we
don't know what episode 10 is going to be, but
it's something cool.
It's going to be something fire.
Yeah,
really nice. We're like, I don't know, this will be dope. I look forward to 10. I don't know what that's going to be.
Right.
It might be some next level. I don't know what it's going to be, but we're really going to pour our soul into number 10. Number 10 make it really special.
We may shoot some more and then just wait and then figure out number 10. But number 10 is going to be...
Yeah, it might be like a 9.5 or something like that, just to hold you off till we get to 10.
Until we figure out what we want to do with 10.
Yeah, we're going to make 10 really dope.
Yeah. So 10 is... There's so many things that we can come up with for that. And I hope everyone definitely is enjoying what we're putting out for you guys. There's a lot of love going into this thing, and we're just trying to show everyone love and give love with no expectation. And I just want you guys to know the Slardians love you guys and become part of the tribe. And we're here to help. Anybody wanting to do anything podcast wise or anything in general, anything we can help you out with. If you just need help, if you need accountability, somebody to hold you accountable, if you need somebody to just talk to and we don't not record, just come in and just kind of understand what we're talking about maybe a little bit more, or do you have questions, you can email us, you can DM, you can do whatever. We'll meet with you and we can talk and help you through whatever you're going through. So don't be afraid, my friends.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Fear is always open.
Fear is not real.
Not at all.
All right, man. Ready to send it out?
We out of here. As usual, love yourself, love each other. Be great. Until next week. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?